Hi, Darren Hunter here, and you've sent out your fee increase letter. And yes, the phone is very likely going to ring, or you're going to get some emails. Now, firstly, understand is that a lot of people react emotionally when they first get it. It's like, what? You're a real estate agent. You're not allowed to be increasing your fees, or your fees are meant to be negotiable. And so that's their attitude when they're calling you. Now, funny, if they get a letter from the bank or the health insurance, if fees have gone up, they don't call up them and start renegotiating. But you're in real estate, so you've got to expect there are going to be some phone calls coming in. Now, we've done this with hundreds of rent rolls over 20 years, over 3 countries, Australia, New Zealand, and the United States. And it's always very predictable what's going to happen. And by the way, we've covered everything in our book, Win Your Worth Secrets, the whole thing, all of my 20 years experience, all of the steps that you've got to do to get it right. And of course, the scripts that you need when the phone rings, we've all got it in the book here. Now, look, we've paid for the book. We've paid for the printing. All you've got to do is pay for shipping to get it. Just go to winyourworthsecrets.com, or even better, go to igtcentral.com. All of our books and podcasts are there, and you can grab that. Okay, so the phone rings out of about every 100 emails or notifications that you've sent out letting people know that your fees have gone up. You're going to get around about 10 phone calls. Now, not all of them are angry. Yes, some are. Probably about 2 to 3% are going to be angry. Or, 2 to 3 out of 10 are going to be angry. And there's going to be 2 to 3 just wanting to ring up and chat or anything like that. But what generally happens is that people call you and they're angry. They're simply using what's called emotional bluster. They got no intention of leaving, but they're making you think that they're going to leave and trying to invoke fear, rattle your cage, saber rattling, okay? And so just be aware of that. And the most important thing that you get, if you get, oh, I'm really upset with these fees, how dare you, you shouldn't be doing that, rah, 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 is you don't become emotionally rattled, because that's what they're trying to achieve with this conversation. Just be cool, calm, professional. How you going, Mr. Smith? Yes, I'm sorry that you're upset, but we've had to do it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done it. Look, business running expenses have gone up. Cost of legislative compliance has gone up. We've had to do it. You're really important to us. Now, at this point, if you feel that it's more than just needing a conversation, because some owners, quite frankly, just need to have a talk with you. They have a bit of a vent, having a bit of a chat. They realize you're not being unreasonable because business running expenses have exploded. You're not immune to that. They don't want to be unreasonable. They're happy to have the chat and off they go. But sometimes you've got an owner that's very, very clear that they want something back. They want something reduced, something dropped, something. And if you don't, you could be at risk of losing them. Now, what's really important, if you're happy to lose them, then use a script like this. And again, I've got the scripts covered in my book. Mr. Smith, I can see that you're unhappy with us. We've had to increase our fees because of cost of legislative compliance. Business running expenses have gone up. We've had to do it. Please let us know what you wish to do. And just tell them you're not changing your fees here. You let us know what you want to do, Mr. Smith. That's with clients that you don't care about. It could be your C-class landlords, those really difficult ones, very fee dominating, all of those difficult, toxic clients you don't care about, you'd use that script. However, if it's a client that you do care about, it's probably 98% of those, then you can use the same words. Mr. Smith, I can see you're upset. You're really important to us, but we've had to do it because business running expenses have gone up. Cost of legislative compliance has gone up. We've had to do it. You're really important to us. What do you think we can do? What do you think we should do that's fair to both of us? All right? And so that's appealing to a reasonable person. Let's be reasonable about this and just let them nominate. Now, sometimes they go, well, that's up to you to tell me, blah, blah, blah. And don't be afraid to say, look, Mr. Smith, I'll give you a call back in about 30 minutes. Is that okay? And go and have a chat to the boss or management or whatever. My book also has some hints and tips that you can do in this situation. But here is my advice to you. Don't give away the whole vegetable patch if all they wanted was a carrot. Okay, just be very careful with that. If your new fees are here and your old fees are, if your new fees are here and your old fees are way over here, don't go right back to here. All right, stay your ground and get most of what you are after, nearly all of it. And in a lot of cases, they're just happy to have something, throw something at them, and they're happy to go away, because at the end of the day, a lot of expenses have gone up. You're not immune to it. And they don't want to appear unreasonable as well. So just some hints and tips to help you there. But remember, the phone will ring. It comes down to your professional response. But if it gets too hard, hey, Mr. Smith, is okay if I give you a call back in 30 minutes and go and have a chat to the boss and just come up with something that is reasonable under the circumstances. Okay, take care.